So welcome to this year's Build a Nation. And after months, weeks of sifting through the likes of Turkey, Gibraltar, Latvia, I decided to come closer to home. So currently I'm sitting in the dugout of FM IL. And this is the club which I, in 2016, started managing. Yes, I'm throwing that in there. Get a bit of promotion. So in 2016 to 2019, I was manager of Biekham IL in the real world, not on Football Manager. And do you know what? I absolutely loved managing a local team, and that's almost what made me enjoy low league management even more. So I wanted to take charge of a local club, someone who I know something about, a club who means something to me. But as you remember, I wanted to manage a club in the vanilla game of Football Manager this year. In last year's version, we won the Champions League with AB from the Faroe Islands, but the database did have some issues. And this year, I wanted to make sure we managed a club that didn't have these issues, a nation that didn't have these issues, a league which didn't have these issues. So one of the options I had is Brina FK. Now this is the club where Erling Haaland started his career, and it's a big club. As you can see behind, the stadium is beautiful. But I just feel like they are maybe a bit too big. They start in the second tier of Norwegian football, but the vanilla game goes all the way down to the third tier, and maybe there's a club closer to home. So here we are. I said that potentially there was a club closer to home. This is it. In the town where I live, in the town where I work, Egerson Indrets Club, translated to Egerson Sports Club, has many different branches, but the football club is where we are going to be taking charge. The football club is who we are going to try to take up. They came up to the third tier of Norwegian football in 2011, beating Klepp in a battle, an absolute battle to get to the top of regional football, the top tier of regional football before you go into the second tier, which is the national division. Now, this club has a lot of potential. They have some youth talent. They have a great youth system. They've won many trophies, and hopefully we can add to that with some titles for the senior team, some titles for the senior players, and to make the local the local fans get what they deserve. Now, the biggest attendance they've ever had in a competitive match was against Viking Stavanger in the Norwegian Cup, and it was approximately 1,800 fans. Now, since then, the stand that I'm in now has been built, and there's the ability to expand and keep growing. Now, one thing I'm not a big fan of is the running track around the stadium. But a lot of clubs in Norway, they need that. They need a multi-sport facility, and that's what we have here at Egerton. Now, we do have a couple of training pitches as well, one just off to the side of this stand, which is floodlit, so we can train the players all year long. We will be utilising that in Football Manager. But I am just excited to get going. I'm excited to take charge of this club, my club, our club, as we look to take them to the top of Norwegian football. But then not only build the club, but we're going to build the nation as well.